TIFU by giving myself a penile fracture. I am writing this mainly because there is not a lot of information on Reddit about this particular injury. Around October of last year, I was having sex with my girlfriend when I thrust too hard at the wrong angle and tore my urethra and 2 blood vessels in my penis. When the injury first occurred, I was close to climaxing. Because of this, when the injury happened and the blood vessels and urethra were torn, blood started mixing into my urethra. I was coming blood. I was not in pain, but I could feel that my dick was not pointing in the right direction and turned on the lights. Blood was everywhere and pouring out of me at an alarming rate. Think you're coming, but it doesn't stop and it's blood. At this point I'm panicking and yell out that I need to go to the hospital immediately. I throw on loose pants without zipping them up, a hoodie, and grab a towel to soak the blood that's coming out, and me and my girl go to the hospital. The hospital near me specialized in bodily injury and doesn't have the type of doctor that I need to see, urologist. So I have to drive 30 minutes away to the closest hospital that has a urology department. Once I get to this secondary hospital, I am immediately taken in and put into a room of my own once. They see my dick, and about an hour later I see a urologist who runs some tests and tells me about the ruptured urethra and blood vessels. I need surgery. The surgery is a process called degloving, where they deglove the skin around your penis, roll it down, and make an incision into the underside of the skin and go in and stitch up the torn vessels and urethra. These are dissolvable stitches and they stay in your penis until they go away on their own. About 8 hours later I actually go into surgery. I don't remember anything. I was wheeled into the operating room and the anesthesiologist cracked a dumb joke and then I was out. I woke up with my penis wrapped up in bandages and a catheter in me. If you have never had to use a catheter, count yourself lucky. I was told I needed to keep the catheter in for 10 days. These were the longest 10 days of my life. If you ask me what the pain was on a scale of 110, it was 7 with the OPIODs, and 11 without them. Any little movement with my penis and I got searing pain. Wearing any type of clothes was out because I just could not take it. I was pretty much naked during those 10 days. Anytime the catheter twisted, pain. Anytime I had to roll out of bed to go get something from the fridge, pain. Worst of all, erections. As the men reading this will know, erections are not really voluntary. We just get them sometimes. Morning wood is a real thing and it's not controllable. Want to know what getting an erection feels like when you have stitches in your dick and a catheter? Worse than words could ever explain. I woke up screaming 3 times a night. I would tear something and I could see the stale blood along the catheter as my erections came and went. The blood became crispy, and if I didn't clean it when it happened, the next erection would be 5 times as painful because it would grow along the stale, sharp leftover blood on the catheter. I quickly learned how to kill erections, but it was still really bad. I'm actually leaving out some details because I'm not fully recovered yet and the phantom pain comes back as I'm trying to recall it. As of today, I have the catheter out and can walk around again, but erections are still painful. I imagine that will go away in the next few weeks. TLD or broke my dick when having sex. 0 out of 10 would not recommend. Spent 10 days with a catheter inside and still have months of recovery ahead. Yeah, I couldn't read past the first 2 lines or so. Thank you. Saw degloving at some point while scrolling down real fast and now feel like I need to lie down on the floor for the next couple of hours. OMG, this is so horrible. But I have to say you're a good writer because the imagery you conjure is way too vivid and will scar me for some time. I thought the fracture was the worst part, until I read about the post-surgery recovery process. especially the erections. On a more serious note, hope you recover soon. I don't even have a dick, but I'm getting the phantom pain. Man. Yikes. Be careful with that thing in the future. Hope your recovery goes smoothly. While I can't relate, am female. I had a good friend who got into a bar fight. Got punched in the crotch so hard. It broke his penis too. Unfortunately, the police didn't believe him that his dick was broken, as he kept trying to tell them. Instead, they threw him in the drunk tank for the night, and he didn't go see a doctor. His unit now has a permanent crick in it, even when he gets hard. I think overall, you're going to appreciate the fact that you got things taken care of. Well, that was horrifying. I wish you the best in recovery, my dude. Bro, I'm so sorry. Thank you for sharing your pain. New fear unlocked. Are you above 6 inches? TIFU by reading this post. Jesus Christ, this is scaring me. Man, I don't even have a dick and I'm feeling the sympathy pain. That sounds awful. Jesus Christ. Peyronie's disease. It's a thing post-surgery. I don't think I've ever had this difficult of a time reading through a post on Reddit after years of exposure. Dear God. Now I want to know the position this happened in so that I stay away from it for eternity. I read the title and crossed my legs in sympathy. I have not even read the rest of the post. Cannibal corpse plays I cum blood. Any advice for how all of us can avoid this in the future? I don't have a penis to break personally, but I don't want to break anyone else's either. At least not on accident. When I was 13, I had surgery on my balls, and I still cannot fathom your pain. Fuck that. Can't stop laughing, sorry, but my dick is somewhere inside my body hiding now though. Does anyone know if those memory zapping devices from Men in Black have been invented yet? I need to borrow one. Glad to hear you are on the mend. I can sympathize on finding out how many secret erections you get in the worst way. I had a circumcision at 23. And that was hell. Your situation sounds like it's many times worse. I wish you well on your journey of healing. And that you only get erections when you eventually want them again.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.